Well, good afternoon and welcome back, National Soccer League fans, to a showdown in the ASC East between the Asheville Golden Horde and the Roanoke Revenants, bordering states and two teams on the border of taking control of their division. The Revenants defeated in their home opener, and now they go on the road to the high-flying, stampeding Golden Horde here in their home opener. It's going to be a tough test for them. Golden Horde were the highest scoring team in week one, a 5-3 victory over their fellow rivals in the AFC East, the Washington Minutemen, looking to make it 2 for 2 in their opening two matches and now in front of their home crowd against a Revenants team that was subpar last week. We'll have to see if they can bounce back. Let's go look at the starting team news for both of these two clubs. Starting with the home side, Golden Horde news on your screen now. No changes to the side that romped to a 5-3 win last week. Gies van Ursel in the goal, still there despite conceding 3 goals. We'll have to see if he is on thin ice. But Brandon Maynard was the star of the show last week, 2 goals and an assist, as long as Cyril Makanake at left back with the goal in both halves as well. Big surprise. He had never scored 2 goals in a game before in his career. Only had 2 goals to his name before that moment, so double his tally in the opening week. But let's look at the Revenants here. It was a shaky start. Again, they haven't done a whole lot to this roster, but it just didn't really seem, ever since that game against the Terminators, like they've been missing something. So I wonder if we'll see their first-round draft pick, brother of first-round draft pick, Denaire Osman-Chow, coming to the match at some point today. Could be him, or we could see Baraka Haddad again, who was their first-round pick, number 16 overall. He did make a cameo appearance last week, and it was important to note that his shot on goal that was saved led to the Revenants' goal that got them back within the match. They did lose 2-3. So should be goals aplenty if the trends are anything to go by, but you never know. This Sunday afternoon kickoff, we are ready to roll, and the Golden Horde kick off in front of their home crowd for the first time this season. Looking to continue to hit the heights and make it 2 for 2 to start their season off on a really strong foot. Duda Marquez goes along to Philip Miller. What a pass that is. Hooked back to Abdulatif. Oh, Abdulatif crunched down by Yasmin Granish, and it's an early yellow card for the Croatian center back. No surprises. Again, it is rivalry season. Opening games usually contested between divisional rivals, and no love lost there between the two clubs. A strong tackle that was off target, and it will result in a free kick, a chance to get a shot, maybe on target, from Esteban Riegas, the captain. This midfield triad is looking special for the Golden Horde. Esteban Riegas in his 3rd season. Duda Marquez, crafty veteran, 28 years old, coming off the best season of his career, and Brandon Maynard, the new addition, providing some juice. Here is Riegas to swing it in. Philip Miller! Good save from Carpenter through the traffic. Would have been a home debut goal for Philip Miller with his new club after 8 seasons with the Scouts and Charioteers, respectively. Good header from Miller as well. It's a good save from Carpenter, who gets a lot of flack from time to time. Bit of a scapegoat for this Revenants team. Saved the penalty last week, though, and hard to pin any of the mistakes on him directly. Now Riegas to take the corner. Slightly different angle for this one. It's a good ball. Poljak in there, and vice camera heads it away. The Golden Horde were devastating from set pieces, and here they come again. Riegas has to back up to Semedo. Miller's onside. Quick changing of feet there. Goes back post to Poljak. Philip Miller. Powerful header, and Carpenter. Carbon copy saves it again. Golden Horde starting just the way you'd expect. Lots of pressure, chances flying in. It's Miller again who gets his head to it. Carpenter again can claw it away. Pass with another corner. Just moments after the initial one. Here it goes again. No short option for the Horde. Deeper delivery, good ball this time to Maynard, and the header is into the home crowd. In a case of 3rd time's a charm. It's a good chance. He gets a free header. Vranis completely loses him, but that one's into row C, unfortunately for him. Only a chance for the Revenants to possess the ball. They had yet to touch the ball at all. Just 2 set pieces to defend. Vice camera ran into some trouble here. That was a bit of a foolish mistake. And Granish on a yellow card gets lucky, and he makes good contact with the ball there. Put in a real spot of bother by Vice camera, usually so reliable. Oh, and now Zayad crunched down by Miller. A revenge foul on the wrong player, but it's going to be a yellow card, no doubt. And there is the pullback from the referee, and Miller now goes to the referee's book. Should be a fair here between these two division rivals early on. Quick restart from the Revenants here. Hearn let it roll, good skill, and now he's in with Wellington ahead of him. Cuts it back for Esteban Enriquez instead. Enriquez, oh, just the wrong choice there, getting his head up. He had teammates in the middle waiting for the pass. There's the more difficult route. Nice turn from Hughes. Hughes into, whoa, Altobelli, who's offside. I think it might be closer than it looked to the naked eye. Yeah, just, oh my goodness, that is, wow. I don't know how that line ends up where it is. Look at his foot. It's, well, again, we obviously need some better system technology in place here, but don't tell that to the Revenants because maybe they've been hard done by that call. I think maybe, and Airsoul had it covered anyway, but we'll never know. We will play on. The Revenants not discouraged. Here comes Wellington. Esteban Enriquez. Circling again for Alex Hearn. And that's too easy. Given away. Miller. Driving inside now with Abdulatif. Lovely to set up Duda Marquez on the run. Not the most pacey of midfielders, but here he goes. Miller. Abdulatif turns inside. Abdulatif! Good save from Carpenter. Hacked up into the air by Chandler Davies. Still a half chance in it here. Duda off the arm there, going to be called back for a Revenants free kick. Another good stop from Carpenter. Abdulatif bearing down on goal. Not a feel for Ismail Abdulatif. Not a great season last year. Only 3 goals in 18 league appearances. And now with the drafting of first-round selection Leonardo Becker from Argentina, you'd think he might be on borrowed time. So if he doesn't start producing, his days could be numbered, not only in a starting role, but at the club as a whole. We'll have to see, of course, how that potential storyline unfolds over the course of the season. Here's Miller getting into some good positions early on here. Filipenko, Philip Miller, Duda through the corner and over the top of the bar. The Golden Horde just getting a little too cute with it there. Duda is the danger man and nearly has the better of Carpenter. I think Miller just needs to hit that. First time though, allows the defense and Carpenter to get set instead and puts the pressure on the attacker, and the shot blazes over. To send this goal kick long now. 18 minutes played, still goalless on the scoreline. Wellington tried to flick it on. Sebastian in the way. Maynard, nice forward ball. Abdulatif find the target, and Hughes gets an interception. Revenants regain possession here in their own half. Zayad. Rodriguez looking long for Altobelli, but ooh. Good tackle, says the referee, and Altobelli's pinched it well forward off of Makanake, who wanted a free kick. He's not going to get it. Wellington. Hughes in a dangerous position, and Duda Marquez back defending it really well. Ooh, nervy moment there. Just able to escape, and Semedo couldn't get it clear. Enriquez looking for Franklin Hughes. Hughes to the back door, and Semedo did well to cover it up. The team's just lacking that killer instinct inside the 18-yard box at the moment. Duda Marquez to Miller. Pass it back to Duda. Nice ball from Duda into Abdulatif. Good touch under pressure. And for Poljak, but Chandler Davies did really well. The Scantron, as they call him, defending it like a machine. Here's Wellington. Nice ball inside to Altobelli. Space opening up now. Can Wellington find him? Goes himself instead. Wellington might have a go. Wellington saves. Van Ursel spills it. Alex Hearn opens the scoring. The Revenants take the lead. And the Hearn heritage is on to its next generation. Alex Hearn with his first of the season. It's scrappy. It's against the run of play, but they don't care. Guys Van Ursel. Let's get another look. Could he have done better with the initial effort? Wellington does really well. I think it's a good save, and he's just unlucky his defenders don't help him out. Filipenko doesn't track the run, and it's an open net for Hearn. Just needs to get good contact, which he does. Bang! 1-0. Revenants lead, not going to plan for the Horde so far. They've had their chances early on in this game. The home side here, the Golden Horde, but not able to take advantage. And now they trail by a goal as we have just 15 minutes to play. Arriagas has hardly been involved. Abdulatif gave it away again. Wellington. Enriquez for Hearn, the goal scorer. Get in behind Filipenko again. He's won a free kick off of Filipenko. certainly does heat things up in this division. Of course, the Golden Horde have the lead on the division as it stands, but if the Revenants win today, they are tied for top of the division with their suitors here. Minutemen, of course, 0-2 in their first matches, so they have no chance as it stands, but plenty of season left to play. Vice Camera drills one in. It's a good ball, but Filippenko always going to win the header over Hughes. Here's Maynard. Hasn't really been able to get into the game as he was last week. Duda sends it for Miller. Nice pass. Philip Miller trying to get going. Turn on the Jets here. Into the box he goes. Philip Miller. Stood up by Hassan Mukhtar Zayed. Duda. Ismail Abdulatif. Poljak. Maynard pulls it back for Poljak. Good save. Follow up. What a save! James Carpenter. Top class reflexes to keep his side a goal to the good. It's similar to the one that Hearn had a moment ago, and Poljak does really well. Carpenter just flings his body at it like he's sliding down a water slide. And it's a corner for the Horde. Maynard to take this one. Good ball for Abdulatif. Vice camera up and away. Here's Duda. Semedo. Nakanake. Duda going to drive it, and Carpenter did well to hold on. Rebound was lurking for Abdulatif. 10 minutes to play in the half. Revenants visiting here have a 1-goal lead. And Golden Horde trying to get back in here with Filippenko. Having some trouble with Hearn. It's going to be a free kick. So having a little battle within the war on this left-hand side here. It's been fun to watch. So far, it's safe to say Alex Hearn is winning and has his side in a winning position. Good control. The back of Hearn, funny enough. Here's Duda. Lovely skill. Here you guys put under pressure by Hughes and gave it away. So far, the Revenants winning that midfield battle. And after just about did enough to keep hold of it. Duda, that's a nice ball. And Abdulatif does one better. There's Duda in the middle. Can he pick him out? Two in the middle. Duda! What a save from Carpenter! How on earth did he get to it? The second clear-cut chance Duda has missed. And a spectacular save this time. And now the break is on. Enriquez. Back with Hughes. Taking their time. More patient in the build-up. Wellington skips away again. And the poor ball cuts out the counter. Hughes has it back, though, for the Revenants. Wellington has had fun taking on defenders for pace today. Oh, nicely worked for Hughes. Esteban Enriquez through the traffic. What a missile! The Magic Man does it again, and the Revenants are up 2-0 here. The Golden Horde have been pinned back, and the Revenants showing them making the most of their chances with lesser opportunities. That's good strike. Again, from this distance, maybe Van Eersel should do better. It's hit hard and low. He sees it late with Filippenko in the way, but it's the second straight game that Van Eersel's conceded twice in the first half. Well, that is a tough time to concede for the home side. They give it away quickly again here. Got to be careful. They got to tighten things up because halftime is looming and they're down by 2. Certainly can't let it get to 3. And they try to fashion a chance to get back in the game, though. Duda. Lovely ball out wide to Poljak. Excellent control, but then a terrible pass. Sense that halftime changes could be in store for the Horde here as they trail. They have struggled to put their chances away. Here's Altobelli trying to make it even more embarrassing, going for a really long effort, and Van Eersel finally has something to claim. Long, and Vice Camera always going to win that one. Hughes, lovely control. Wellington with him. Enriquez stops it on the dime. Hughes going to try it from range! Franklin Hughes! It does go from bad to worse, and the questions have to be asked of Gies Van Eersel in the Golden Horde goal. But take nothing away from the strike. Franklin Hughes with a delightful effort. And Van Eersel, ooh, it is not a good moment for him. Brought in from the Olympians, believing he was a starting caliber keeper. I mean, to be fair to Franklin Hughes, this is an absolute perler. It's nothing if not a little slow, but it's just nestled into that top corner. The captain with a goal, and the game should be in hand now. 3-0 as we edge into halftime, and there is the whistle. Brutal final 5 minutes of the first half for the Golden Horde. It goes from 1-0 to 3 in the blink of an eye, and the Revenants are in control. We'll be right back to see if there's any chance of a comeback in the second 45 after a quick break on the National Soccer League Network here. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. It was a calamitous first half, especially the final 5 minutes for the home side here. The visitor is taking full advantage. Hughes scoring with the last kick of the half, and that's his final involvement of the day, interestingly enough. Baraka Haddad has come on once again. Full 45 minutes here on the road for him now. Let's see what he can do. He's impressed so far in his limited exposure. Revenants in control of this game. Here is Haddad. Chance to flex his attacking creativity muscles a little more now that the game is already well in hand at this point. There's still a chance if the Horde can get an early goal here. You think they might be back in it, but they've got to defend better than they did in that first half. And this is a tough start because Altobelli's in here straight away. Kanake able to ping it away. Latif has not done very well at holding the ball up there. Riegas releasing Poljak, who is full of speed. Here he goes, but no one in the middle to aim at. Clips it up for Abdulatif. That's better. Nice counter there again, though. And Haddad gets it clear. Back in his side's possession. Enriquez with a goal and an assist in that first half. What a key player he is to this team. Here he goes again. For the run of Hearn, has to cut back inside. Nice pass. Baraka Haddad going to drive one. Sebastian in the way. Haddad on it again. Radovic 2. Wellington! Van Ursel finally has a save. It's not a good first half, and it's not been a great first impression. You've got to wonder with the other keepers waiting in the wings, with last year's deputy keeper Milars Schmallerov, as well as the first-round draft pick to complement Becker and Palazza for the Horde. Might be time to see some different gloves between the sticks here. Got a substitution coming up now. Revenants have made one change, and let's make it 2. Esteban Enriquez is done for the day. Goal and an assist, as we mentioned, and Lolo making his Revenants debut, coming in from the Kodiaks. Let's see what he can do in the midfield role. Golden Horde still yet to make a change despite trailing by a margin of 3-0. Haddad on it, spun away. Tobias Kemmer. Shifty footwork from the big center back. Nice pass as well. Radovic. Oh, couldn't quite find it. Here's Haddad. Can he pick out the ball on the far side? No, Makanaka is in the way. Miller has it for the Horde. They've been shut out here at home so far. They need to get something going here. Miller, nice turn though. It's opening up for the Golden Horde with Brandon Maynard. Maynard goes on. Poljak on the back post. Straight down the throat of Carpenter. Good chance, as close as any team has come in this second half. They win it back quickly as well. Riegas. Bump forward for Ismail Abdulatif. Nice footwork. Poljak. One more. Maynard's there. Surely. No. Denied again by Carpenter, who is in rare form today. Radovic. Lolo. And it's made the more of fewer opportunities. Can they do so again here? Pick up where they left off. That's given away. Miller. On the far side, and that's off target again for Poljak. 30 minutes to play here, and still a 3-0 lead for the Revenants. God and his midfield partnership combining nicely. Here's Wellington. Misplaced pass there, given away. Semedo, nervy moment, but able to dribble out of the pressure. Here goes Riegas. The runners ahead of him. Miller, one of them, found him well. Lepenko. His options inside. Goes to Maynard. Maynard to drive it. Carpenter saves for a corner. Get the feeling the Horde need to score soon here. They're going to go back and keep it within touching distance because it's slipping away at the moment. They might have a change cooked up here. Looks like they do. It is going to be Antonio Carlos Santos, the veteran midfielder, coming on for Philip Miller. And a yellow card, and Altobelli will make way for Lance Penterman. So Revenants out of changes. The Golden Horde still have 2 more to make. And they've got some good options to bring on. Max Baumann, Leonardo Becker, both available. Haddad able to get it clear after a nervy little first touch. Here's Poljak. Tip offside and couldn't hold it up anyway. Haddad going to play it out for the Revenants. Enterman, forced wide, but has Haddad for support if he wants it. Ender Davies gets it to him instead. Nice controlled tempo from the Revenants here. Lolo mixed up to Semedo, but Ziad has it back. Connected on the far side. Duda has it to Santos straight off the bench. To Villegas, there's a free runner on the far side if they can pick him out. It goes back to Santos instead. Here's Villegas. Nice movement here, Abdulatif. And Santos flicked on for Villegas, and again, straight at James Carpenter, who did well to hold it. Semedo wins the header in the midfield. Duda, good control. Abdulatif, lovely. Maynard, again, it's straight into the hands of Carpenter. How many chances have they had and not taken advantage? Maynard stuck in a cycle here of Carpenter kicking it long, header being won by the Horde, and then a shot straight back to Carpenter. But now we can break the pattern with Lolo going forward. Kanaki under pressure. And Penterman able to hold it. Well, it looks like the game is a little bit over at this point. Down 3-0 are the Golden Horde after a resounding 5-3 opening day. They have been shut out, drawn a blank here at home. Disappointing fortunes for them. Have to look to next week to bounce back. Revenants, quite the opposite. A disappointing home debut last week, and now they are beating a division rival. But here comes Maynard. Surely there's a goal back. And Maynard makes it 3 in its first 2 games for the Golden Horde. And maybe, just maybe, gives them a chance. Well, no clean sheet for the Revenants. You had a feeling the pressure, so many chances. Then Duda does really well here, and then Abdulatif just dinks it. Maynard can't miss from there. Just passes it to the far side. We've got 13 minutes to play to try and conjure up 2 more to keep us going here. There's one. And it's still completely in control, though. Up 2 goals with 10 minutes to play. There's Lola for the Revenants. 2 substitutes looking up. Haddad trying to maybe have the third with Penterman running. Oh, Haddad got a little nick there from Abdulatif. Tests his innocence, but the referee has made up his mind. Bit of a nick there on the back of the heel of Haddad. Maybe 4 yards out for Bicecower to take. Gone for goal, I think, and oh, nearly caught Van Ursel off guard. Why not? Interestingly enough, again, the Golden Horde have only made the 1 substitution on the day, despite their attacking woes. Front line has really come to play so far this season. No goals between the 3 frontmen of Abdulatif, Philip Miller, and Poljak. All the goals coming from Brandon Maynard and Cyril Makanake. So, might be something to address in the weeks to come, but for now, here goes Poljak. Going to turn that narrative on its head. Villegas. Horde are really running low on time here. They've got to get going. That goes on to Poljak. It's a nice ball. Can he get it back in the middle for Villegas? Surely! Straight at Carpenter. It's a huge let-off. The Golden Horde simply needed to score there, and Villegas can't believe it. That was straight as the goalkeeper from point blank. That's poor. Poljak is done. Kieran Wilson coming on. Trying to shift things up with a late cameo here. 5 minutes to play. They still trail by 2. They're really up against it now. Here's Duda. To Maynard. It's a nice ball. Filipenko. Santos. Filipenko going to drive it towards Kieran Wilson in the back post, and Taylor Davies wins the header comfortably in the end. Low trying to get it forward, and that might just be that for the Revenants as here goes Wellington running in behind. It's a 1v2. He's running in at pace. Wellington trying to skip away from Makanake. It'll break for Baraka Haddad. A good save from Van Ursel that time. Yeah, the rookie, his first National Soccer League goal. Strike. He does have a powerful shot on him despite being a defensive-minded player. He does love to get forward from time to time. Now we're into the final minute of the 90. Again, looking less and less likely with each tick of the second hand on the clock. It's into Wellington and straight into the arms of Van Ursel. He did well to control that ball. Wilson going to loft it forward for Riegas, who should have made it 3-2 moments ago. And Abdul Latif is well offside. And that's just going to be that. Well, questions at both ends where the draft picks happened. Again, they draft Palatza, the 5th overall pick, the goalkeeper, and then Leonardo Becker shortly thereafter with number 7. And the struggles have come up top and in the goal. So with 2 players of that caliber in the draft class, you wonder if they might get the call sooner rather than later. It's all done and dusted for today. A 1-3 defeat at home in front of their division rivals, the Revenants. With a strong victory here, the Golden Horde will stay on top of the division for now due to the more goals scored. 5-3 win over the Minutemen, but Lola, lovely pass there. Wellington on to Alex Hearn, who opened the scoring early in the first half, has it back. Wellington looking for his first of the season, and he goes down in the box. It's a penalty. Makanake guilty through the legs and then hacked down. And it should be Wellington to take it as well. Let's look at the skill here. Whoop! See you later, and then bundles him over. Right call from the referee there. It will be Wellington to take. He won it. Looking for his first goal this season from the spot to restore the 3-goal cushion. Wellington up against Giz Van Ursel. And scores coolly. 4-1 with the last kick of the game and the last kick of the half for the second time today. The Revenants are on top 4-1 on the road here. He's played well, Wallace Wellington, and gets his deserved goal. And Ursel not good enough. Got to at least dive, do something. Even if he had dove, though, there's no saving that. Just tucked into the corner. What a finish for Wellington, and what a finish for the Revenants again. 4-1 on the day. Leaves the Golden Horde with dismay. And that will do it for our match here on this Sunday. 4-1 to the visitors. The Golden Horde get a reality check after a high-flying start. The Revenants with a statement victory, and they will take control of the ASC East now with that 3-goal margin of victory. We'll leave here with the full match highlights from this one, and we'll be back with our final 2 games of the night. The afternoon, rather, is the Charioteers host the Hydra, and then in our match of the week, the Voyagers and Kodiaks duke it out in Hawaii. For now, that's all for this, and we'll be back in a short while with our remaining 2 games.